Hey guys, and welcome back to Stuff Steve Likes. And just wanted to give you a little update. I guess this is probably maybe about a 9-month update on owning my Seiko Turtle here. It's the SRP. I think it's called the 21A PADI Edition Turtle, and I've really enjoyed this watch. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and it's a design that I've always appreciated. I'd looked at the SKX, but I'm kind of a person that likes to set their watch exactly and all that, and that didn't have hacking, and it's not a big deal. I mean, I've had non-hacking watches before, and it's not a huge deal, but also this does have the hand winding movement, which I really want on watches. So anyway, I decided to get the Turtle instead of the SKX. I'm definitely happy that I did, and now that they've discontinued the SKX, I was like, yeah, maybe I should grab one, but I'm just going to stick with this. So I'm not going to jump on the SKX freakout bandwagon anyway, but because I think this is, this is superior in a lot of ways. My main complaint about this, and the main reason I'm doing this video, is my main complaint was the bracelet, and not the fact that it's not a halfway decent bracelet. I think it's fine, but that the diver's extension dug into my wrist, like right here, this kind of bony part of your wrist. Man, it dug in, and it actually would leave marks on my wrist, because if you look at the dive extension right here, it's protruding and sticking out. So really what I wanted to say more than anything is I figured out a way to remedy that. And if you look at this, look at what I've done. I actually, because before I had the links equal, like I had as many links on this side as this side. But what I did, I was thinking, down here, there's not really any bony parts or anything like that. So I just thought, I actually do really like the look of this bracelet, and it's got the solid end links, and it's fine. But it was really just the painful dive extension that was keeping me from using it. So I thought to myself, well, there's got to be a way to fix this. And sure enough, I moved a link, took a link out of this side and put an additional link, and now you can see that it's essentially uneven, and that fixed the issue. So now when I wear it, let me go ahead and put it on here. Now when I wear it, you can see that it's much farther down here, because before it was right here on this link. Well, I had added this link, and now it's down here, and I've had no issues whatsoever. So I think if you have one of these and it is causing kind of an irritation there, just move a link, take a link out of this side, add a link here, and it doesn't look weird. I mean, it actually looks pretty symmetrical there. I was afraid it would come way over here, but actually it works fine, and you can see it works fine on the wrist. And I actually did tighten it up even a little bit. I was wearing it super loose because of that, or I was using one of my NATO straps, but now it wears great. Have no pain issues or anything there. I did scratch the bezel a little bit. You may not even be able to see it. Like it's pretty subtle. But right here, I've got two little kind of micro scratches on the bezel. You may or may not be able to see it. It's just kind of one of those things that to be aware of. It's not a ceramic bezel. And so, yeah, there you can see them right there. Just two little micro scratches. I mean, from a distance, you can't even really tell. But just something to be aware of. These aluminum inserts are not scratch resistant. So have enjoyed the bezel. It has really good action still. And I do use these, if I'm, going on a break or something like that. And it aligns nicely. And haven't had any... this particular example doesn't have any chapter ring alignment issues or anything like that. Like I think I bought a good one, and I will say, even though you can buy these online. What I did was I actually went to Macy's. They were running a sale, and I bought it at Macy's, and so I could actually see the example that I was purchasing. And I think that's important when it comes to Seiko in particular, because they have had some issues with the chapter ring alignment and so forth. And so if you can manage to run by, I don't know who all carries them in your area, but sometimes they do run sales, and I got this for, I think it was $330, and that's kind of the Amazon pricing and so forth. But buying from an actual brick and mortar is much better, because you can actually see the example you're going to purchase. And if they are like, oh, we've got one in the back or whatever, just make sure that you inspect it. I actually have another watch I bought recently, a Glycine Combat Sub, which I already had one, but it was at Costco, and I was like, no, I'll buy another one because they had it really cheap. And I'm actually going to make a video on that. I did an unboxing, but upon further inspection, it has an alignment issue with the loom pip on the bezel. So that may be going back, but my recommendation is always to buy from brick and mortar if possible. I know that's not always possible, but make sure you buy from a place that's reputable, that has a decent return policy if something does go wrong. But back to the Turtle, again, beautiful watch. I actually had a customer that loved this watch so much, he came in a couple weeks later and was like, hey, what do you think of my watch? And of course he had on the same thing. So it's definitely an iconic an iconic design, and one that I really love. And the loom on this is just incredible. It's just a loom monster. Stays bright all the way through the night. Really, really excellent. So anyway, I've been really happy with it. It is losing a little bit of time, so I may try to regulate it. It's only like 5 to 10 seconds a day, so it's not a huge deal. It's well within mechanical specs, but I probably will try to regulate it a little bit, just because I'm that way and I'm super picky. But love the watch. Just wanted to give you an update, and more than anything, wanted to let you know my little trick about changing the links here to alleviate the wrist pain that this thing was giving me. And now I do still wear it on a NATO. I've got a couple really nice NATOs for it, but this bracelet now is not a pain in my wrist. So anyway, I wanted to give you that little update and that little trick, and just let you know that I'm still enjoying the watch. And if you can grab one, go out and grab it. I know that they just released the new Seiko 5 series, but honestly, for the price, it has the same movement as this, but again, this is an actual ISO certified diver, and I know these are a little bit more expensive. Street price, they're a little bit more expensive, but I think they're definitely well worth it. So anyway, there's my update and my bracelet trick, and you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next video.